was there. Let's look at Zacchaeus. Luke 19, verse. Be there. But when he talked to the Samaritan woman, she said, she was hemming and hawing. He said, nah, no, 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 lady. He said, go, call your husband. Right, Story? She said, I don't have any. I don't have one. He said, oh, you did. you do. You got quite a few of them. But he began to talk to her. And he began to tell her about worship. He began to tell her, he said, y'all worship who? Where? He said, but there's going to come a time. And what did she do? She ran back and she told all the rest of them. She didn't care about anything else because she said, you know what? All these other men I done had, oh, y'all, kick you to the curb. I want this one. He told me he going to give me living water that I would never thirst again. That the place that everything else had, yeah, I'm kicking them out because I'm going to prepare a place for you so you can reside inside of me. their jerseys, their first tooth, whatever it is. But we build these shrines, and guess what? Moth, rust, fire, water, all of that come in and damage. Exactly. I, this is hilarious. I cleaned out my mother's house, sort of, and my mother, bless her heart, she had, by the way, I've been out of high school for 50 years this year. That's a long time. 50, 50. Yes. My mother had, under piles of stuff that she hadn't seen in 50 years, my acceptance into college. And the paper, you could barely read it. And in my mind, I thought to myself, why? No, seriously, why? But that's the place she had for it, where in all of that. And so here's the thought that comes to my mind. Do we have our hearts, the place that we prepare for Christ to live in our heart? Is it cleansed every day? Are we reading our word every day? Are we praying without ceasing? Are we worshiping God to the best of our ability? Are we praising God? Do we have that place for the thing that's important to us in its place to make sure that it shines? Because what that told me with my mother's stuff is that, I mean, it might have been important to her at one time, but then it lost its importance, because if it was important, it would have been somewhere else. That's what we do with God. If he's important to us, we would have it in its prominent place, and people would see the Christ in